What's going on, guys? So I wanted to talk a little bit about this 1.13 update referring to the penalty system. Okay, so my last video, the one before this, the last video where I showed the replay of the FI race that I had, and I had a lot of bad penalties that probably shouldn't have happened. But I'm talking about the bumping with the penalties. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I want you guys to understand that what I don't like about this update, the update regarding the penalties, is how sensitive the bumping is. So, if you're doing an FI event or a daily race and you slightly bump someone, it seems to just give a penalty to either the wrong person, both people, or it's maybe a little bit too harsh. Like it might be a slight bump. And, bumping is racing, like a little bit of bumping. If it's just a little bump, that's going to happen. And it seems like what was happening for me that race, I was getting 2-second penalties left and right for just being touched. So that's what I don't like about the update, is the bumping. Now, in terms of the shortcut penalties, like how that's working when you cut the track, like now if you cut the track with the shortcut penalties are really increased. I mean, immediately if you cut the track, it's like 4 seconds or 5 seconds in some cases, depending on how severe it is, and then you have to slow down immediately or that penalty will accrue. It was told to me by someone that apparently if it's 5 seconds or more, I believe, that's when the penalties start accruing. So keep that in mind, and I do like that. I think that's awesome. I think track cuts is not okay, and them enforcing that and making people have to slow down immediately is fantastic. I think that GT Sport is going the right direction with the penalty system. So with a couple tweaks in regard to the bumping, like hitting the other player and you guys getting a penalty, if they can figure that out, I do think it'll be much better. And a suggestion that I have for them, and hopefully that they'll hear about this and they do something. Whenever someone does get a penalty, like I said in my last video, there needs to be some type of indicator that shows that that person has an active penalty. And that's really, really important, because in this game, a lot of people, they're going to get a penalty, like they might get a shortcut penalty or something, and they're going to freak out. So they just randomly slow down. Not everybody slows down in the same spots, like on every track. Not everybody goes to one section and slows down right there. So what's happening, it's happened to me and it happens to other people, is that somebody will get a penalty. I won't know that that got a penalty. You won't know that they got a penalty. And they'll randomly slow down like right in front of you, and then you'll bump them. And then when you bump them, you get a penalty. And it's just like, it's so frustrating, So they just need to have some type of indicator, maybe like a red flash or a red circle by their name that shows, hey, this person has an active penalty. This way, the other drivers can be aware that that person's going to slow down at some point. And I'm really trying to stress this point because I personally think that it's going to help a lot. I really do, because if you're driving from a distance and you see like a red flash or like a red circle above someone's name and you're coming up on them really fast, you're going to know that that person just served a penalty or is currently serving a penalty. So hopefully something like that will get implemented, something will happen to change it. But other than that, guys, they're going the right direction. They really are. I've liked the update. The BOP with the cars, balance of performance, has actually been pretty good. Hasn't really been too bad. I think there's some cars that are slightly more overpowered, but you can tell it's better. It's going the right direction. But I wanted to come on, just make a and I want to tell you this too. Yeah, one more thing before I go. As far as how it works, I do know that if you have a higher DR, like if your driver rating is higher, like if you're an S versus like let's say a B or a C driver, the penalties are more harsh. I also think that needs to be taken away, because it's not right that if you're an S racer, you suffer from more brutal penalties than you do as a B racer. I think it should just be the same across the board. It's kind of weird to separate that, and maybe that's what I've been experiencing with the S driving in that race. Maybe because I'm an S driver, the little bit of a bump is getting a penalty. This is awesome. I like when this happened. Jonathan, thank you for subbing, Jonathan. So maybe it has something to do with being an S driver, and then you bump the person slightly, and it's more harsh than if you were like a B or a C driver. But I do know that the higher driver rating you are, the worse the penalty. So keep that in mind. But but try not to get discouraged. If some of you guys are racing right now and you're getting like really annoyed about the bumping and all that, I really do think that's going to be fixed. There's a rumor that I heard that's going to be fixed sometime within a week, but nobody knows that. Nobody knows what the change is going to be, how much of a change it'll be. But I'm just kind of here to tell you to not get discouraged. You know, race private lobbies. I'll try to stream as much as I can. I am going to New York, actually, for you guys that don't know. I'm going on Thursday. So I'll be gone from like the 8th to the 12th, or the 8th to the 13th. I'll be gone. So, but you know, you can set up rooms, do lobby racing, do league racing, stuff like that, and things that don't really affect your DRSR. But you can look on the bright side, and you could utilize this as a way to maybe practice daily races or practice FIA races and really just kind of be cautious, you know. The only problem is, obviously, if somebody else hits you, you know, there's nothing you can do. And that's the problem. The problem is, you know, getting hit from behind or someone dive bombing you and you getting the penalty for it. So, and like I said, that's the problem with the system. It's just not accurate in terms of, you know, the little bumps from other people and stuff. But guys, don't get discouraged. You know, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep streaming. So I just want to let you guys know a little bit of update and how I felt about the update, and that overall I do feel like it's going in the right direction. So keep your head up, guys. Sorry to any of you that have lost your DR, your SR. You know, you can get it back. That's the great thing about this game, is just because it goes down doesn't mean, you know, you can't level it up again. So all you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you soon, and thanks for watching. See you later, guys.